Girl, do you respect yourself? Do you love yourself? Or do you at least want to respect and love yourself? Then stop hitting that snooze button. Build a routine that will make you proud of yourself, that will make you show up for yourself. Building a consistent morning routine was one of the biggest game changer when it came to my confidence or the way I feel about myself and the way I feel throughout the day. And your morning routine is not about becoming productive enough or aesthetic enough. It's about the relationship you build with yourself. It's about the way you show up for yourself. It's about what happens before the rest of the world can touch you. The first hour of the morning teaches your nervous system one of the two things. Either life is safe or life is chaos, and you pick whichever one you want. You don't need to wake up at 5 a.m. every morning to have a routine that makes you feel connected, energized, and makes you love yourself. You need a routine that is consistent. You need a routine that is aligned with who you are and who you want to be, and you just need a way to show up for yourself. Building my morning routine was the easiest way to do it. It was probably one of the best self-love tips, self-love routines I've ever created, is simply building my non-negotiable morning routine. No matter what happens, these are the things that I have to do. These are the things that I do not budge on, that I do not negotiate on, that make me show up for myself, make me feel like I'm the most important thing in my life, because I start every morning dedicating time to me. Hi guys, my name is Valeria, and in these videos I talk about everything related to self-development, self-improvement, and ultimately I'm here to help you become your best self. Welcome. Of course, we're gonna start with the first point: no phone within the first 30 minutes of waking up. Other than the fact that your brain is extremely sensitive right after it wakes up, you can manifest things, you can get into that energy, but also the moment you check social media, TikTok, Instagram, whatever, your nervous system starts firing up. Your nervous system starts reacting. You're basically entering the stress mode. Your brain is entering the stress mode the first thing in the morning. Do you really need that? How you start your day sets up the mood for the whole day. Your brain didn't even get a chance to hear your own thoughts yet, to realize that you're awake, how you want to feel throughout the day, what do you want to do throughout the day. And you're already scrolling and looking at other people, getting quick dopamine. That is one of the worst things that you can do for yourself. And one of the best things that I did for myself was not going on my phone first 30 minutes in the morning. It's just 30 minutes. Nothing is gonna happen. If somebody sent you a message during the night, they can wait for 30 more minutes. Next one, don't abuse that snooze button. You don't have to wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning. I personally do not wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning and still feel wonderful. And the reason why I feel wonderful is that I selected a time for myself, that I am comfortable waking up, that I'm not sleep deprived, because if you will be sleep deprived, what's the point of waking up at 5 a.m.? That is just not sustainable and probably worse for you than if you wake up at 10 a.m. I try to go to bed earlier, so at like 10, 11 p.m. And what I realized is that when I wake up at 7, 7:30, 8 max, I feel my best. I wake up without an alarm, so I set an alarm for 7:30, but usually I wake up before it. So I don't have this need to hit a snooze button. If you feel too tired in the morning when you wake up that you have to hit the snooze button, probably there is something in your life, in your routine, that is not going right. Either you need to go to bed early, or you need to regulate your nervous system before you go to bed. You need to regulate your sleep. You should wake up rested, and you should wake up at a time that makes you feel rested, that works for you. A routine will only work if it works for your life specifically. If it's not sustainable, there is no point. It's not going to become a routine. It's not going to become a habit. Some people force themselves into the routines that they secretly hate and then wonder why they cannot stay consistent with those routines. It shouldn't be perfect. You shouldn't be like super chill and relaxed. You should push yourself a little bit, do things in the morning, but you don't have to hate it. So don't teach your brain to avoid discomfort first thing in the morning, and do not snooze that button. Show up for yourself. That's the first thing you're gonna do in the morning, and that's gonna set the mood for the rest of your day. Other than not snoozing your your alarm is actually making your bed in the morning. Once again, it teaches your brain I take time, and for me personally, it gives me some form of structure first thing in the morning. It's about the small things that you do. Plus, if you already made your bed, you're less inclined to go back to it after you do your morning stretches. The next huge thing and the thing that changed my life is starting my morning by calming my nervous system instead of activating it. Instead of instantly shocking your brain awake with scrolling, with stress, with loud alarms, with rushing, you need to I made my mornings more intentional, more slow. I taught myself to slow down. I picked a time when I can wake up so that I don't have to rush and I can build my routine and create my routine in peace and with this like calm, relaxed energy. Things I personally do is I stretch in the morning, and all the moves that I'm doing are very slow and intentional. That calms your nervous system down. I focus on my breathing. It doesn't have to be a crazy workout, just simply a stretch, moving your body a little bit. I journal, I meditate. Meditation and breath work is probably the best tool to calm down your nervous system. And when your nervous system is calm, your brain thinks clearer, you have more creative ideas, you react less impulsively, and you just feel more grounded throughout your day. The point that I already touched, but I want to expand more on it. Pick a movement that works for you. Any movement that you can start your day with. For me personally, I love doing hot Pilates, reformer Pilates, mat Pilates, yoga first thing in the morning. Not like first thing to my routine, but doing it in the morning because it energizes me and it sets this feeling of achievement. Like I already completed something. It's 9 a.m. and I've already had an hour workout, and it gives me like this sense of accomplishment first thing in the morning and just sets the mood for my whole day. And I think the workout, it's not physical, even though hot Pilates and regular Pilates are extremely physically hard. I think it's more of a mental thing for me rather than physical. Oh, the sun is setting lower and it's hitting my eyes. Once again, you need to choose the movement that works for you. It can be a small walk. If you get in the nature, if you get some morning sun, if you go for a walk to get your coffee, it is much better than having no movement. Plus, a lot of anxiety gets trapped in the body, so moving your body first thing in the morning is actually releases a lot of stress. If you combine everything like meditation, breath work, slow morning, movement, and then other things that I'm gonna explain later, you're gonna be an unstoppable grounded machine. Nothing will stress you out, nothing will break you throughout the day if you have this morning routine. Another important thing is, of course, hydration. First thing that I like to do in the morning is to drink a lot of water. I don't know, I just get very dehydrated during the night, so I can have 2 glasses like this first thing in the morning. And I like to have water with lemon. It's good for your metabolism. Water in the morning and hydration. I also like to have my vitamins and drink my supplements in the morning because then during the day I forget. But if you don't do that, just drinking water is already good enough. Instead of coffee, drink water and then you can have your coffee. Next one is creating small rituals that work for you, that you enjoy. It can be washing your hair, it can be taking slow showers. I personally love taking showers and listening to podcasts or listening to music. It, once again, a way for me to show up for myself in the morning. And secondly, it shows myself that I'm showing up for myself. So I like to take my time in the shower. I like to dance a little bit. I like to, once again, listen to podcasts or audio books. It makes me feel more productive. It's a perfect me time. Pick something that is a you time in the morning. It can be doing your skincare. It can be having a workout. It can be doing your hair, selecting a cute outfit. Do something that shows you. I prioritize myself. Things even like lighting a candle when you do your routine, they are not useless. This is a small thing that shows up in the big way, that shows your brain that I deserve time. I deserve to take space. I show up for myself. I take time for myself. I respect myself because I am important. People underestimate how self-respect is actually built through tiny actions that you do throughout the day. Not through motivation, not through one big transformation. It's tiny habits, tiny things that you do for yourself throughout the day. These are the things that matter the most. Let's continue. My camera actually got overheated, so I had to take a break. Protein-rich breakfast. Breakfast is very important, and I know everybody is saying you need to have breakfast. Breakfast is a non-negotiable. You have to eat a protein-rich breakfast. Yes, that is true. And I agree with that. I understand where people are coming from. But as I mentioned, your morning routine should be very personalized, should be very you. And for me personally, I don't like to eat breakfast. I cannot eat breakfast in the morning. I'm not hungry. Till like 12 p.m., I'm just not hungry. For me, it's more like a brunch situation. I personally like to eat something light, like an apple or some fruits, like a fruit bowl in the morning. That's just how I like it. That's what satisfies me. That's what makes my body feel good. That makes me last till like lunch. And then during lunch, I have like a very protein-rich meal. But I'm just not hungry in the morning. And forcing myself when I am not hungry is just silly. I also like to start my morning by journaling or like setting intentions for my day, and just energetically, psychologically, I try to get myself into that mood that I am very grateful for the fact that I woke up and that I have this day. But also I'm very curious about like the magic and the opportunities that can come to me throughout the day. I try to set myself into this like grateful, curious mindset, whether through meditation or through journaling. Oh, and also I like to have morning sunlight. I like to go for a walk first. Walking is a great way to shift your mind from one direction to having like a 3D direction, and just observing nature, walking and looking on the nature can calm down your nervous system. And also it's very good in our modern world where we're used to just staring at one point and having this like one point vision. We're staring at our phones, we're staring at our laptops. I feel like it's very refreshing when I go outside and just simply look around, look at the nature, plus get my morning sun. It just gives me extra dopamine in the morning. Healthy dopamine. And that's all I have for you today. Let me know your favorite routine tips or things that you like to do for yourself. And thank you so much for joining. And I'll see you on the next one.